Hi everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I thought I'd kind of go back a couple months, probably right around Christmas. Actually, I think it was a Christmas edition. I don't know if it's for sale still, but I actually kind of never got to play with it. And it happens to a lot of my palettes, and that's why I kind of want to go back and take a look at what I got and suggest everybody else do the same thing. Because with all these new launches, we probably already have these things, but we forget about them. I can't tell you how many palettes I have over here that I've not even touched. And I have a feeling that I'm not the only one out there. And if I am, then maybe I need more help than I thought. Just saying. So I've already done my face to the best of my ability. Let me start off by saying I'm not a makeup artist or a makeup guru. I am just an average consumer that buys makeup that doesn't necessarily agree from a consumer's point of view on the way things really work when a makeup artist tells you if it's good or bad. Now, my theory, and I probably say this in every video, is that if the makeup artist tells you it's bad, it's going to be bad, most likely. But if it's going to be good, great, excellent, that leaves some room for, you know what I mean? Because they're at a level like 10, because that's their profession, that's their job. We are down here somewhere, you know? So it's not necessarily the products are bad. I do believe that they feel that they're good. It's just to us, is it easy to work with? Is it easy to create a look? Is it going to be overwhelming? And eating in a drugstore versus high end, obviously, sometimes it's hit or miss on both ends. But unfortunately, if you pay more, the product tends to be a little bit better. That doesn't necessarily mean that the other products are bad, but it may just be that it is easier to blend. So if you got problems with blending, there you go. Or maybe it's too overwhelming. So therefore, when it's set up for you, like Charlotte Tilbury, it makes it easier. You know, she's got a palette here, and she's got it set up as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I did flip this around just so you could see, but it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so forth, so on, which makes it kind of easy. 1 being primed, 2 being enhanced, and 3 being smoke. Do you have to follow this? Nope. But if you need that help, it's there. Now, I, for the most part, follow it. I mean, there's some things I don't, but for the most part, I try. Today I'm kind of going to go in with the Seduce Glow. It's a bluish color. But again, I go into other ones also, so I don't just stick with one squad, but you could. The other thing is that, you know, it's about, well, first off, is it easy to work with? Second off, is it overwhelming to a regular consumer? Now, whether you all have this palette or not, I don't know. And maybe you do and you just haven't used it yet because maybe you're not sure on it. Because I know even though it's set up like this, sometimes I'm not even sure about it. But we're going to go ahead and get started in it because I got nothing better to do. So the first thing I want to do is, obviously I'm working with blues, but I like to go in with something that's sort of like a neutral color. So I'm going to go actually into the first one and go into this matte brown. And I'm going to start that as my crease. And again, I have hooded eyes, so what I do is a little different. And of course, what I think looks good and what you think looks good could be two different things there. But, you know, you just do you. And how you feel it's going to look best. All I'm showing you is do the eyeshadows perform. And I have played some. Actually, no, not this one. Or have I? I don't know. I mean, her formula seems to be the same. No, I have not bought the quads, but I have bought a couple of these ones. Like this. And the Pillow Talk, I like it. But they are pricey. I mean, it is what it is. But I do like working with them. the shadows. In my waterline, I did apply a blue liner. And it was a ColourPop liner. Showdown, I believe is what it was called. Yeah, Showdown. So I did apply that to my waterline. And I guess you guys can already guess why I'm doing blue. Probably because I'm wearing blue. And for whatever the reason in my mind, you know, I have to match my shadow to my outfit. My daughter asked me yesterday if I was wearing hot pink or hot orange or lime green, would I do the same thing? And I was like, probably. Well, I know I would with hot pink. Alright, now I'm just going to sort of blend that out some. But I do like her shadows, obviously. Or I guess I wouldn't keep buying them. Well, yeah, I would, because I'd have to review them. I'd have to be the one to spend the money. That way you guys would know where to spend your money. And again, everything is bought with my own money, so it's my own opinion. Which would be my own opinion if somebody gave it to me too, so. Like, I don't see why people would lie, because you've been buying it with your own money, so why start taking away your integrity and your honor by lying just so you get it for free? I mean, I know everybody needs money. I do understand that, but man, it's hard to find integrity and truth and a person of their word anymore in today's age. You know what I mean? It's so hard. Alright. The next color I'm going to go in with, just to maybe darken this up a little bit. I don't know. I guess I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the outer V and put it in my actual crease, this dark blue. Lord, this is scary with this blue because it is dark. Definitely has pigment. And I do love this brush here by Sigma. It's the E48 pointed crease. I just love this brush. And I'm going to go back in with that first brown that I was using. Okay. I think I'm actually going to use the... Let me just a second here. Let me use the Charlotte Tilbury brush. This pointer brush, just a point. And again, I'm a lot slower than makeup artists because obviously, you know, we don't really know what we're doing, so we take it really slow. I mean, I feel like they do too, you just don't see it. I do, because they edit and filter and all that good stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's the way they want to do it, you know, I have no problem with that. But it's just not the way I want to do it, you know? And again, everybody has their own way of doing stuff, so, you know, to each their own. I have no problem with that. But it makes us think that you do things quicker than what you did, and then when we don't come to that, I at least feel like I done something wrong. I feel like I get frustrated and I don't understand. I'm like, wait, I did exactly what they did. Why did it not work out like it did for them? You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, and that could just be me completely, you know? And it probably is, to be honest, because, I mean, I suck at it. I say it all the time. Between a 1 and a 10, I'm between a 1 and a 2. And the only reason I give myself that much credit is because, you know, at least I know where the products, for the most part, go. Even though anymore people are putting, you know, I don't know, liquid lip as eyeliner, which is cool and all. And, I mean, it is able to be done, so that's awesome. Like, who would have thought that? But it works. And that's cool in itself, you know? But, you know, how many people really, you know that? And again, we all know there's no rules, so that's awesome there. And again, I'm just going back in with that first color, just to make sure it's all good. Kind of got a little bit of blue there, didn't mean to, but we can fix it later. And again, blend, blend, blend. Or at least that's what I do. If I don't like something, I can just go back with the original color and go, okay, let's do it again. I mean, it doesn't mean you can always do that, but that's what I find that I do. And half the time I mess up 1,000 different times too, so if you're messing up, don't feel bad. I do it all the time. And again, I'm just going back in with her little brush and hitting that corner, outer part of the lid, and darken it up some. And like a lot of the times it's amazing to watch them. I mean, even use their own palette, because they're like bop 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 bop, and they're done. I'm like, whoa. But then I'm like, how much of that was edited, you know? Guess we never know. But I'd like to know. I really would. That's something I really would like to know, is like how long it really does take them to do stuff. Alright, I think I got the outer parts. It's dark on each side. Alright, then I'm going to go in with this sky blue color here. And I'm going to use it on a, no, I'm not. I don't know what I'm using, to be honest. Like, I have so many brushes that are the same. It makes no sense. Like, could somebody tell me? Like, I really wish somebody tell me why these brushes are kinda. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with this brush. And I'm gonna take that sky blue first. Let me see how it picks up. Oh wow, it's pretty. And I'm gonna put that on the lid, on the inner part of it, and just take it to that darker blue. That is pretty. Her shadows are just like so elegant, I guess, is also the best word. I want to know what that looks like. I'll try that up by the bow arrow bone here. I think it's this one. Yep. Alright, and then I'm just going to spray my brush for this one. So I get the inner corner. I still have to do my bottom lash line. I bought one of those candles that are like sounds like well, it's got like a shoot, I can't even talk right now, a wooden wick, and you hear them crackling and it makes you feel like you're like at a fireplace. And then I'm going to take that dark blue and use my Real Techniques for my bottom line. You know I love my Real Techniques. And lightly, though, I'm going to lightly play with this because this could get out of hand very quickly. Especially with these dark shadows. At least for me it does. It can get out of hand really quickly. I don't know how it works for you all, but for me, one minute I'll be like, oh yeah, it looks great, and the next minute it's like, what did I do? So I have to go very easy and very lightly, or I'll have it everywhere. I'm kind of just connecting that one up. And then I can't help myself, guys, but I have blue mascara. It's like I just can't help myself. I gotta do it. I got to do it, you know? It's like I try not to, but I got to do it. So, the mascara I have is called Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. And I bought this and I was so, oh Lord, I love this mascara so much. And, like, the color is so blue. You'll see here in a minute. I almost did an entire face of Charlotte Tilbury, actually. I used the, in the spring, she released a palette with, like, highlighter, bronze, blush. So I used it. Then the lipstick is that, Hot Lips, I can't even say the name of it. Isn't that sad? You don't even know the names of these products. You can't say them. It's the name of somebody. Like, I don't, can you all see how blue this is? Like, and it really does go on blue. And it's good mascara, too. Like, look at it. Look how blue. Like, it's blue. And it brings out the blue if you're wearing a blue look. Oh, shoot. See, I told you, without fail, I'm always messing up. Well, there's more. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why I can't go through one look and not mess up. Just one. I'm not asking for a lot. And that's why half the time I don't even post. Even though I know that a lot of people, you know, everybody messes up from time to time, I'd assume. Like, I don't even want to post the looks because, or the videos, because I do mess up. And I know I need to let that go. But I can't. I have to let that dry before I even mess with that. And then I do see when people mess up, they want to edit that part out. I do. So I do understand, like, some of the editing. I just don't understand. I mean, just say you messed up, you edit it. You know that part out. But continue on with how long it took you to do whatever look you were doing, you know? That way, if a person is trying to copy you or try to do what you're doing, like, it doesn't make them feel like, what did I do wrong? When they didn't do anything wrong. Look at that. Without fail, right there. I mean, it's awful. Like, I can't do anything right. But then I'm like, you know, I can't do anything right. And I'm posting, so why aren't they? And I don't suggest anybody doing this. It's not good for around your eyes at all. It can actually hurt your eyes very much. Did I just put that blue on my nose? That would be next. I gotta fix one thing and mess up another, you know? That is me, though. That's exactly what happens to me. I really do. I go to fix one thing and I mess up something completely and utterly different. Like, I mean, I can't even tell you. Well, I could tell you. If you watched all the videos that I don't post, you would know. But again, it's not about my makeup application. It's about the makeup itself and how good it did and that sort of stuff. And I think it did pretty good. You know how one eye always turns out better than the other? Why is that? Why? I don't understand that either. Without fail, though, this eye, 9 out of 10, will turn out better than this eye. Or vice versa. But every time, I don't think I've actually done both eyes the same. And I think it is because, like, both eyes are different. Because, you know, I'm not perfect. But I am starting to think that. And then when I try to make them, like, do it the same, I can't do it. But again, that would be because I'm a makeup artist. Or not a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist. That's why I can't do it. But, I mean, it is so weird that, like, okay, so first off, when you're really wanting to do makeup, or do your makeup anyway, you really have to sit there and stare at yourself for a long time. Okay? At least I did. Because I didn't have a clue. And I know I'm old. I know. I'm 40. Why? And I don't know. So it took me that long to realize that I was, you know, I deserve to feel good about myself, I guess. But, like, I didn't know nothing about contour or bronzing or, you know, look at your face, you know, shape it this away, shape it that away. Like, I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't know, like, where my, like, hollow part of my cheek is, where the cheek is, you know what I mean? Like, I know none of that. And I was sitting there just looking at myself in the mirror going, I don't see it. I don't see where the dark areas are or should be. I don't see it. And, like, I kept staring and I kept staring. I mean, weeks. I'm not kidding you. Weeks went by and I still couldn't do it. So I would put on foundation, put a little bit of blush right there, you know, eyebrows, lipstick, highlight, obviously, and eyeshadow. And weeks went by. And I watched and I tried to learn, you know, and of course, everybody's face is different. Brushes fit different people's faces differently. And a lot of people swear by, like, the Tom Ford or the Marc Jacobs or, you know, this or that. And a lot of people, you know, even though with all the controversy, a lot of people swore about the This one here, this Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. I swear by it now. Now that I know, I have actually like looked at myself and it's the perfect size brush. And no, not everybody's face is the same, so it's not going to be perfect for everybody. But I do find like going across here and down here, like it's the perfect size. It's like one and done type of swipe, you know? And again, am I doing it right? I don't know. But when I look in a mirror, does it look okay? Am I like, okay, I could go out in public, you know? I'm not gonna scare these little kids. Yeah, I'm okay with it. So I do think that like you really do, no matter how old you are, no matter when you're getting into makeup, you really do have to look at yourself. Unfortunately, I know in my case it was unfortunate. Like I had to stare at myself, and I'm like, I'm tired of looking at me. I am so tired of looking at me, you know. But you have to learn like your structure your face, and like I would even like pat and you see all these little techniques they do to drain it and all that, and it does work. It really does. Do you really need all the tools they say you need? No. Do they work? Yes. I have, because I watched Tati. I have the Nurse Jamie. I have the Clarisonic. I mean, like, I have the, like, a roller amethyst or jade or rose quartz or something. I don't know. I got that. Like, I got a lot of those things, and they all work. They do. You have to do them regularly. Like, everything's something you have to keep doing. Like, you can't do it and stop, and then you know what I mean? Like, you have to keep doing it in order for anything to work. Serums, moisturizers, all that stuff, unfortunately. I mean, you'll know off the bat if your skin's not liking it, but to actually see if it's going to work, you actually have to do it, for a while. At least a month. But, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just frustrating. It really is. And, like, I wish I knew more so that I could record from beginning to end for you so you could see step by step. But I don't. So all I can show you is how hard or easy it is for me as a consumer to use a product. And I hope that helps. I really do. Because I don't, like, obviously I'm going to do my makeup anyway, so me recording it isn't that big of a deal. Me putting myself out there is a big deal, but that's to me, because I'm usually hiding in the back in the shadows type of thing. I'm not one to put myself forefront. And like, I'm not changing anything up. I'm not going to. I think that it takes away from the makeup. And I think the makeup should be the main focus. So, and obviously if you watched other videos, you would know that. At least on this channel, it's all about the makeup. It's not about my personality or how much I talk, because A, I don't talk sometimes, or B, I talk too much, and C, I don't really have much of a personality. It's like straightforward, it's kind of like that. There's no personality, I guess, is the best way for me to say it. And that's okay with me, and I hope I don't put anybody off, because I do want you to see the makeup. I would not want anybody to go out there and spend $100 on something that it's not worth it to them. And I know that you can record it. You can return it, but are you? Are you going to go and return it? Are you going to send it back, or are you going to take it in store? Because again, there's got to be people out there like me who says they are, plans to, and then sticks it in the door and bam, forgot about it. So that's what I'm trying to help you save. Save your time, save your money. If the formula is not what you're looking for, if the color scheme's not what you're looking for, and not everything is for everybody. Maybe you just don't want that brand. You know what I mean? I'm going to do a video on a brand, whether somebody likes it or not, because it's not about the brand. It's about what they're bringing to the consumer. and whether it's any good or not. That's just the way I see it. I mean, obviously, if somebody did something so awful that's like mind blowing, I'm not going to, record it. And I know I need to get into smaller companies and record that, because right now I'm doing these bigger companies. But I just started out, so you kind of gotta bear with me a little bit. And it's winter time, so my fiance does construction, so business kind of dies down in the winter. Come spring, I can buy more, but right now he's got me on a budget. Never heard of it. Don't know why I need it, but apparently I do. So I'm on a budget. My budget needs to be upped. I keep telling him this. I just haven't figured out how to get him to up it. Because, I mean, there was the Jaclyn Hill release. There's the Jeffree Star release. There was the Pat McGrath release. Now, getting them all. But, I've already got them coming. Except for the Jeffree Star, because it doesn't release till Friday. But the Pat McGrath is supposed to show up tomorrow, Wednesday. And the Jaclyn Hill is supposed to show up Friday. So my plan is tomorrow to record the Pat McGrath if it comes in time. Then Thursday I want to do the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I have to get up at like 4 a.m. to do that because it was to record the Jaclyn Hill first palette so I can get used to the formula again. Then record our new palette on Friday, but I'm going to be a grandmother again. God help me. But my daughter's going to be induced on Thursday at 8 a.m. And hopefully at some point through the day, I will have another granddaughter. Her first child will be staying with us until, while she's in the hospital and stuff. And while she's recovering, probably. I'll keep her so that, it's less on my daughter. And my granddaughter now is very only child type of thing, so if she doesn't quite get the attention she wants, or if she's not the baby, it could be a mess. So they kind of need to introduce the new baby to her slowly. I'm not really for sure on a name for the new baby. I think they said maybe Willow, so it'll be Norma and then Willow. But I'm not really for sure yet, so it's up in the air. I don't know. They don't tell me anything, I guess. And I've been so sick lately. Not like ill sick. Well, I was with the flu and all. See, I'm rambling now. I'm telling you everything about my life. You'll know my social security number here in a minute. But they kind of narrowed down what's wrong with me, but not completely yet. So I've got my good days and I got my bad days, and I try to record even through that, kind of just because it makes me feel good to play with makeup, gets my mind off the pain. And I enjoy that. So I hope if it does look like I'm in pain or coming off that way or irritated or anything, that nobody take that personal. It's not that I'm having a bad day and, I have to do this. It's not like that. I want to do this. And it makes me feel better to do it. So anyway, I have wasted enough of your time, and I'm sure that most of you have already clicked off if you're even watching the video. So I hope you have a good time, a good rest of the evening, night, I don't know. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, in my next video. Bye.